Gadekar Meherabad ki jai. Today we make another video of Mr. Gadekar, Dr. Gadekar, and the son of one of Baba's mandali, Chandra Gadekar, and how he wrote in Lord Meher about him and his family, and he has lots of story and big memory of Meher Baba. He was, before he born, Baba touched him, and since he born till Baba left his body, he was with Baba every time, that with his father or maybe without his father. And today he accepted us to talk about his memory with Meher Baba and also about his father. Thank you so much. Please, Mr. Gadekar, start with which memory that you like to start with.
Oh, Jai Baba. See this, as I told you, my earliest memory goes back to 1939 when I was hardly 3 years old. As a matter of fact, there is a memory also, there is an incident which happened, but which I do not know, but which is recorded in Lord Meher. 1938, when my father sailed to England from Bombay in the ship SS Strathnover, and Baba was in the same ship. My father knew that, but he did not tell anybody else. So when the ship was about to leave the harbor, then before that my father told my mother, that you want to see the ship. So all of us, we went to see the ship, and when we saw the ship, then my father told my mother, we shall go in this room. It is cabin room. Very rich people stay in cabin. So when we went inside the cabin, whom do we find? Meher Baba. Meher Baba was in the cabin, and he was traveling in the same ship as my father was traveling to England and Scotland for studies. And that day it is recorded in Lord Meher. That day was 31st of July 1938, and it was my second birthday. What more birthday present can anybody have than to meet the Lord on one's second birthday? Of course, this I do not recall, but Bhauji has recorded it in Lord Meher. But as far as I am concerned, 1939, when Baba went to Bangalore for the foundation ceremony of the Meher Baba Universal Spiritual Center at Bairamangala in December, when Baba had invited our family, Baba had wrote a letter to my father that you please come for the function. So because you are one of the mandali, so you do not need any special invitation. But Baba will be pleased if you come along with the family. So our entire family went. And that letter we are still having, that is signed by Baba, M.S. Rani. That letter is dated in December. And 5th of December, it was written from Bangalore. And 17th December, this function was held. And I recall that incident because Baba and Mandali, women Mandali were there. And during that period, Baba took all of us to Mysore for a visit to the Brindavan garden. Famous garden along with the fountains, dancing fountains and musical fountains. So Baba took us one evening to that garden in which there were fountains and music. That memory I still have, walking along with Baba, along like as in the child, and holding finger of my father.
How old were you?
I was hardly about 3 years, 3.5 years. But I have faint memory of that. I still recall that garden and the dancing fountains and Baba. And he was so beautiful, very long hair and very white complexion, and what a beautiful body and long slender fingers, and then very brisk walking. That was in 1939. And thereafter, so many times, whenever Baba would call us to Meherabad, we would go along with the family. 39, 40s, 1941, 42, all the period, because we were at Solapur, and then Baba would call us to stay with him in Meherabad. I recall in 1945 or so, Baba celebrated my birthday for 1 week, and for that all the family was invited. So we stayed in Lower Meherabad, myself and my father, along with the men mandali, and my mother and my sister, elder sister, they stayed up the hill with the women mandali, with money and mera. So since then they had the contact. So it was like that. And Baba was so fond. In 1943, we were in Solapur. And then Baba's birthday was celebrated in a very, very grand scale. And Baba sent Dr. Abdul Ghani Munsif as his representative for observing the program. So after the Baba's program, birthday program was over, then Dr. Ghani went to Meherabad and he described to Baba. Oh Baba.
Was at Meherabad?
Baba was at Meherabad.
Okay.
And then Baba asked Dr. Ghani, how was my birthday program in Solapur? And then Dr. Ghani said, Baba, what a beautiful program. I have never seen such program. And Ramchandra Gadekar took so much trouble for the program. And hundreds of people, Baba. And such beautiful music. And all big people came. So when Baba heard this, Baba was very pleased. Baba said that if Ramchandra Gadekar is doing this work for me in Solapur, then I shall go to Solapur and give public darshan. And that was in the month of March. So he wrote a letter to my father that I am coming to Solapur along with 40 members of the mandali. So you make arrangement for my staying. So my father searched for a very big bungalow. And in that Baba's arrangement was made. Very big bungalow. You have seen the picture of Guru Prasad?
Yeah.
So it was mini Guru Prasad. Just a smaller version of Guru Prasad. Big garden in front, big courtyard, and a big hall inside. When 200 people can sit, and then upstairs rooms. So that bungalow was taken for Baba for 1 year, rent. And Baba stayed there for 1 week. A very nice program. Baba came and Baba used to play with me. He would lift me, keep me in the lap. He would tickle me and twist the ear and then tickle like this, and made me laugh and then play with me.
Wow.
And put me in the lap and then play me the game of these fingers, what is the middle finger? Middle finger, such the middle finger, like that, so many games, and showing this hand gesture like this game he would play, Baba with me. And he was so fond of my elder sister and myself, both 2 children. He would love us. And in the program also he loved us so much. And when this big program was over, then Baba was going back to Meherabad from Solapur. He entered the train, and then he entered the train, he called my father, he called all of us, and he told my father that you had taken so much trouble for my program. And I am very happy, because Baba went to the villages also surrounding, and the temple also, Shiva temple. And Baba said, I am very happy. And he told my mother that you cooked food for me, because for 7 days the food for Baba and 40 members of the mandali, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all cooked by my mother with her own hands. My mother. So Baba was very pleased with her. And then Baba said that now I am going. So now we were staying in a small apartment, 2-room apartment. Baba said, after I go from Solapur, you go and live in that big bungalow. So we shifted to the big bungalow and stayed there for 1 year, because rent was paid for in advance for 1 year. So we stayed there for 1 year and the rent was paid by the Lord. So we were the tenants of Meher Baba. And then just before end of 1 year, my father received order that on the 1st of May you are transferred to Ahmednagar. So exactly at the end of 1 year, we had to vacate that bungalow. This is all planned by Baba. See how it works. And then when we came to Ahmednagar, there also Baba was in Meherabad, and then that was 45, 46. We stayed there for 1 year. Every Wednesday, Baba would send Adike Irani with the car, and our whole family will go in the car and stay with Baba whole day. That was Baba's order. And thereafter again we went to Solapur, and from Solapur we came to Pune. My father was transferred to Pune, 1947. So my schooling in Solapur, Ahmednagar and in Pune. I went to high school here. My father was transferred here, and because 1947 India became independent, free country. So new government, new governor, new ministry. So new department. So the government decided to establish the Department of Social Welfare. My father earlier in Education Department. He was the education officer of the entire district of Solapur. So when he was transferred, he was given charge of the Social Welfare Department. And he established that department. He formulated the rules and regulations. And then from 47, we started living in Pune.
Okay. But originally you are from Solapur?
Pardon?
Originally you are from...
Originally we are from Ahmednagar.
Oh.
My father was born in Ahmednagar.
Okay.
My grandfather also met with Baba, 1920. My grandfather was an expert cobbler. He would stitch sandal with his hand and present to Baba. And they were presented to Baba by Gulmai, Adike Irani's mother.
Right.
He would take those sandals. And then my father met Baba in 1923 when he was a student.
Okay.
And when Baba was speaking. And as I told you, my mother, 1928, and their match was made by Baba. Baba said, you two will make a good pair.
Mm-hmm.
So they decided to marry. But it was a difficult decision. Why? Because my father was a widower. My father, he was married earlier and he was staying in Meherabad. But Baba gave order to my father to observe celibacy. He was married, but Baba said, no, you live like a bachelor. So this mother, my first mother, very depressed, very disappointed. So one day in that depression, she used to get fits. They were staying in Meherabad. She went to the well and jumped inside the well and committed suicide. Why? Because father was observing Baba's order. Obedience. Her name is Baba, then recited the name of all the people in Meherabad after new life, in which Yashoda Gadekar, my first mother, her name is also there because she dropped body in Meherabad. Then my mother and my father got married. Yes, my father was a widower and my mother was also a widow. She married at the age of 9 and became widow after 3 months. So at that time, it was a very bold decision because widow getting married, very difficult, very strong opposition from family. My father's family, poor family, though educated. My mother's family, very rich, wealthy, high status. So how they will marry? So my mother's brother against marriage. So my father and mother went to Ahmednagar from Pune and there they got married. 1930. And for that marriage of my mother and father, Baba himself, along with the mandali, came there to attend the marriage and blessing the newly married couple, and distributed prasad with his own hand to the newly married people as well as all those who attended the function. 1930. How that marriage must have been. Then when we came to Pune, then I was student, then I completed my studies here, then I went to college.
This is my question that you traveled with Baba, your father, and you were with your father. But what about his job?
My father's job, he was a big officer in the Maharashtra government.
Okay.
He was in charge of the entire Bombay state. At that time, this Maharashtra and Gujarat together, they were not separate. And one big state named as Bombay state. So it was entirely under the jurisdiction of my father. And giving grants to the people and establishing hostels for the boys and girls, poor boys and poor girls, giving them money, giving them food. This all in control of my father in Pune. Big office in Pune. So he came here in 47, and then Baba's activities in Pune started. Dr. Abdul Ghani Munsif would come, and there's a small group of young people who are enthusiastic and they want to know about Baba. So they will assemble in our house, and my father will give talk, then Dr. Ghani will give talk, then Khaksar will come and he will give talk, Adiki Irani will come and he will give talk. And that is how the group become very active. Okay. And also a strong music in that group, because one young boy was there, Madhusudan, he was there. Then Subhadra, she was there. She was a young girl, school-going girl. My sister had a very beautiful voice. She was there. Then other members they were there, like Ramachandra Gaikwad was there. Beautiful voice. He would sing.
Your sister's name? Your sister's name?
My sister also sing.
What is her name?
Nalini.
Nalini.
She became a doctor later on. Okay. But she was a member of the Bhajan Mandali. Like then Pratap was there, Narendra was there, and myself. So we were the first members of the Bhajan Mandali. Madhusudan was our leader. Surendra came later on. Surendra was a small boy at that time. And then Baba used to like the bhajans. And then Baba gave inspiration to Madhusudan, and he composed bhajans. Then thereafter these Sahwas programs, 1952 Sahwas, 1953 Sahwas, 54 Sahwas, then 1952 Ahmednagar Darshan program, Gadge Maharaj, then 1954 this Pandharpur visit of Baba, and then 1954 also Sakori, Baba's visit to Sakori. So all these programs, our whole family was there, myself was there, all these Sahwas programs. Then 1958 Sahwas, very big Sahwas, men and women together with Baba. So that Sahwas also very memorable. So memories of all these Sahwas were there. I used to take Baba's notes, I used to take Baba's pictures also. And then Guru Prasad. Guru Prasad was made available for Baba by my father, along with Meherabad Jassawala and others. 1951. So since 52 Baba started coming to Guru Prasad and continued coming till 1968. 1962 East-West gathering, I was volunteer there. And then we used to have a lot of fun. I used to receive the foreigners because I went to America 1959 because of Baba's order. Baba said, you go to America. So I got scholarship. I went to America. I studied in the University of Berkeley, California. University of California, Berkeley. Before that I passed here. I did a graduation, post-graduation, MSc from here in India, Ferguson College, Pune University. And then I stood first in the university. Then I got scholarship. Then I went to Berkeley, 1959. And Baba gave orders to me. When I go to America, then number 1, do not smoke. Number 2, do not drink. Number 3, do not touch any girl with lustful intention. Number 4, write letter to me every 15 days.
Oh.
4 orders.
Okay.
So all the 4 orders I followed till I came back. And when I came back, Baba asked me, what about my orders? As if he did not know. Then I told him that with your help and with your blessing, I could follow all your orders. And then Baba said, I am very happy to come. And he embraced me. Very hard, very deep embrace. And I will never forget that embrace. And he said, Digambar, I am proud of you. That is how the Lord was like. In the meantime, when I went to America in 1959, my father fell sick. He was serious. He had cancer. And we were staying in this house. And then Baba was in seclusion in Meherabad, 1958, November. He called my father to Meherabad to stay with him for 1 month. So he was the only outsider who was allowed to stay in Meherabad with Baba during that seclusion. And he stayed there for 1 month, then again came back. Then again he was suffering so much, he wrote letter to Baba. The Baba is so much suffering to me, Baba. Baba said, this is not, he said that, is it because of my sin in past life? Baba said, no, it is not a sin, but this suffering is to give you opportunity to remember me wholeheartedly. So you start repeating my name. So very big letter from Baba that you repeat my name now. And then he was again called to Meherabad. My mother and my father, one day, they went in taxi to Meherabad. And then at the end of the day, Baba himself came out from the mandali room. When they were getting into taxi, then Baba asked all the mandali to shout loudly, Bhakta Shiromani Gadekar Saheb ki Jai. That means hail to the crown jewel amongst all the devotees, Gadekar Saheb. So all the mandali shouted out like that. And then he came over here. And then he was critical. Then in the month of March, Baba came here in this house on the 7th. And he was critical in that room. Baba went along with the mandali. And I was in America, I was not here. Only my mother and myself taking care of my father. And then Baba asked the mandali to go from the room. Baba asked my mother and sister also to go out from the room. And in that house, in that room, only Baba and my father. And then what did Baba say? Baba said to my father, he wanted to get up from the bed. He said, no, do not get up, you lie down in the bed. Then Baba said to my father, today is the day of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva's day. Big festival. Lord Shiva's day. And today Lord Shiva is standing before you. So today you take Lord Shiva's darshan. So he took. So Baba and my father were in that room for about 10 minutes or so. Thereafter Baba came out and went away. And after 3 days my father dropped the body, repeating Baba's name continuously. And then my mother asked Baba, what shall I do? She was very bold lady, very bold person. What shall I do? What do you want me to do? Baba was in Bombay. So he telephoned. On the telephone he told my mother that you perform all the last rites according to Hindu religion, but keep the ashes of my father. And I will tell you what is to be done with the ashes. So she kept the ashes in a box of sandalwood and stitched it with the silk cloth with her own hand, and that was placed. And next month in April, letter from Baba to my mother. On the 6th of April, you come to Meherabad along with the box. So on the 6th of April 1959, my mother went with the box to Meherabad. And Baba had already come from Meherabad to Meherabad. And all the mandali were there. So as soon as she came to Meherabad, Baba came out of the mandali hall and asked my mother, give me that box. So he took that box in his hand. And with the box, he went to the graves of the mandali. And there this grave was already dug for my father. So Baba put with his own hand, he placed that box in that grave. And Baba with his own hand placed flowers on that box. And he came out. And he stood at the end of the grave. And he asked all the mandali. There was Vishnu Master, then there was Pendu, Padri, Adi Senior, Bauji, then Gustaji, then Kutumba Shastri. All of them were there. He asked them to go inside the grave and put flowers there on the box and bow down. So each one of them went and bowed down. And then they all were standing and Baba was standing. And then Baba said that today Gadekar is free. Because with my own hands I have placed the ashes of my dear disciple in this place. He will not be born again, but he will come with me when I come as the next avatar after 700 years. These are the words of the Lord.
Mr. Holy Father. Okay, Dr. Gadekar, because you were from your childhood with Baba, and you believe that he is God. And then, but do you remember any time that something happened in your mind, in your heart, that you felt and you experienced that Baba is God himself?
Who is Baba? See, that experience was already there since the childhood. Because the sanskaras were there since the childhood. Sanskaras which were given to us by our parents. Whatever they used to tell about Baba and whatever we used to enjoy in Baba's company, we did not have any doubt regarding the godhood of Baba. But at the same time, we were so close to him and he was so fond of us. And to him we looked as our own father and our loving. And then that was there was no doubt, not any doubt in my mind or in the mind of my mother or my sister or even my wife that Baba is God, not God. We accepted him as God and we prayed to him as God. We obeyed to him as God. Yes.
Did Baba do anything for your marriage?
Marriage?
Yeah.
No, my marriage was arranged by my mother.
Okay.
But when we got married, Baba was in seclusion in Meherabad. We got married in 1961 when I came back from America. And for our marriage, Baba sent the mandali as his representatives and he sent blessings also. After marriage, he asked us to come to Meherabad. So we went to Meherabad. He asked us to come to Meherabad. So we went to Meherabad and spent one day with Baba after marriage, hardly 3-4 weeks after marriage. And when Baba was sitting like this, and we were all sitting in front of Baba and all the mandali in Meherabad Mandali Hall. My mother, my wife and myself before Baba. And then Baba looked at my wife and then he looked at my mother and he said like this. Meaning that your daughter-in-law is very beautiful. Very good choice. Then we were with Baba and Baba was very happy and he was jovial. Sometimes he'll give discourse, sometimes he'll inquire about things. And suddenly he looked at both of us, my wife and myself. And Baba, what is Baba asking? Baba says, do you fight? Do you fight amongst yourselves? So it was a very funny question, very unexpected. And my wife was so shy. He first asked to my wife. She was so shy, she didn't have the courage to even look at Baba. She was looking down like this. With great difficulty. Then she didn't say anything, she didn't speak anything. Then Baba asked me that question. Now you tell me, did you fight? Then I told myself that now I am in a fix. Baba has caught me in the corner. So I said that, Baba, you know everything. You are omniscient. So you know whether we fight or not. So why this question? So Baba said, don't be diplomatic with me. Don't be very smart with me. Tell me the truth. I don't want diplomatic answer. Then again I said to me, oh, again I am in the fix. Again Baba has put me in the corner. Then I told Baba, and Baba, we are married only 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So during these 3 weeks there was no occasion of any fight. So it is the question of fight. So when I said this, then Baba was so happy and he started laughing.
Yeah.
And he laughed and laughed and he held his stomach and he was laughing. And he said, Digambar, you are very smart, very intelligent, and I like your frankness. So he called my wife and he said, Urmila, come on, and he embraced my wife. Then again he called me, Digambar, come, and he embraced me. See, that is how God was.
Also, your children, Baba blessed them. They met Baba, your children.
My children, yes. See, my first 2 children were named by Baba. My first child was a son. And when we were very informed. Anything happens in the family, we write letter to Baba. So I wrote letter to Baba that my wife has delivered a son. So Baba gave reply in telegram, my love and blessings to Meherabad. Meher means Meher Baba, Ram means Ramchandra, first name of my father. So he combines and give name to my son, first son, Meherabad. My love and blessings to Meherabad and my love to my dear Urmila. Signed Baba. That telegram we are still having. Then second child was born, she was a daughter. Then again I write to Baba that she has delivered one daughter. And again one telegram, my love and blessings to Mehera. Baba gave name to my daughter as Mehera and my love and blessing to Urmila. Signed Baba. So that telegram also there. So 2 children blessed by Baba. The third son was born after Baba had dropped the body. During the great darshan, April. He was born in March 1969. And Baba dropped the body in January. So he was born after Baba had dropped the body. But the event was the great darshan. So we give name to my son as Darshan. So third son is Darshan, because he was born during the great darshan. And the fourth son was born, then he was the youngest one. He was named Niranjan. And when my first son was born, then I was at Baroda. I was a geologist in oil company. So Baba asked me to come to Pune and asked me to come to Guru Prasad along with the child. So I took my son, my wife and myself took our son to Guru Prasad and we went to Guru Prasad. And we were hoping that Baba will give us darshan. Baba was in seclusion. So when we went in Guru Prasad, then Baba was inside. Then Mani came out, Baba's sister, and Mani came out. Oh Digambar, you have come, we are very happy, very happy. Where is Urmila, where is your child? So the child was in her lap, only 2-3 months. Then Mani took the child from my wife in her hand and she went inside, closed the door inside. And that child was with Baba. Maybe half an hour, 15-20 minutes. And Baba was seclusion.
Third one, yeah?
We did not get Baba darshan.
Okay, that's
We
it.
were forbidden. But my son played in the lap of Baba when he was hardly 3 months. And then Mani came out, she opened the door and that child was there. And Mani comes out and tells my wife, Mani was very humorous. Mani told my wife, here is your parcel. Take your parcel. As if it has come from post office. So, take your parcel. So we took our child and went back. Because it was Baba's order, but we were disappointed. We did not see Baba. But later on I saw Baba. So that is it.
Okay, thank you so much. But
And then thereafter, with Baba's grace, when Baba had brought the body, Baba was so kind to me. Then I got, I was a professor there. Then I became the head of the department in Baroda University. Then I was appointed as the Vice Chancellor, the first Vice Chancellor by the President of India. So he appointed me. So in Lucknow I was there for 5 years. Bhauji came there, and since then we are participating in Baba's programs, writing books and articles of Baba, singing about Baba, bhajans. You remember our Python visit?
yes, you did. And then, in all the years you were with Baba, but which memory you have that it's very special?
Very special. Every memory is special. Can be distinguished. Suppose you have got the 4 children. Can you tell this is the best one, that is the best one? All children are dear to you. So all the memories are stored in the heart. They are cherished, and I think about them and I write about them. With Baba we visited to Pandharpur. Baba's arrangement in Pandharpur was made by my father.
Okay, in Pandharpur, you sang a song, Madhusudan wrote it.
Yes.
Alopaha.
Yes. That is special, Pandharpur special. That song is Pandharpur special.
Can you tell us the
Because
story?
Baba,
Can you tell us the story?
Yes, I can
Yeah,
tell you the
please.
story. Because you see, Baba invited this bhajan mandali to come to Pandharpur and sing before him. Whole night, entire night, Baba wanted us to sing before him. And then we went to Pandharpur 1 week in advance for making preparation. All the 4 of us. My father, my mother, my elder sister and myself. We went 1 week in advance for making preparation for Baba. Baba Darshan program, then where will Baba stay? How will Baba come? And what will he do? How is all the arrangements? And Madhusudan was asked to compose a special song for Pandharpur. And the date is approaching. Madhusudan has to come to Pandharpur to meet Baba along with the bhajan mandali. But he is not getting any inspiration. He cannot write the song. And the time is passing. And time is going away and no song. So he is praying to Baba. But Baba is not giving any inspiration. And he has to go. He has to go without a song. So he came to the bus stand and no song. And he was praying to Baba. Baba, give me inspiration. I want to compose song. Now I have to go board the bus and come to Pandharpur and no song. If I come to you and in front of you without song, then what is my use? I am worthless. And he was standing, waiting for the bus. And as he was waiting for the bus, Baba gave him inspiration. And the lines started coming. And he wanted to write down. But he did not have the pen. He did not have the paper on which he can write. So one gentleman was standing next to him. Please give me your pen. So he borrowed the pen. What about the paper? And the lines are coming. So he was looking here, somewhere. So somebody threw the packet of cigarette down. So he picked up the packet of cigarette and he opened it. And inside there is blank space. Outside there is stamp. Inside there is blank space. On that he wrote the song. And the lines came. And when the song, just a flash it came. And when the song was over, the bus also came. So he was boarding the bus. And people started shouting, this fellow, oh, he's a thief, he has stolen my pen. My pen, he's a thief. So Madhusudan said, please take your pen. I'm sorry, I bow down to you. He boarded the bus and he came to me. And that song. And we rehearsed. And we sang before Baba. And it was such a full force song that Baba was so...
How was the time that you did rehearse?
Rehearsed 2-3 times. Because all this, we were all familiar with this tune and this music.
Do you remember that song?
Oh yes.
Shall we hear?
Yeah, very beautiful song.
Is it possible? 2-3 lines?
2-3 lines, yes. Aho ala paha dev ala, aho ala paha dev ala, paha prabhu ala, avatar ala. Yaho yaho chala darshanala, yaho yaho chala darshanala. Aho ala paha dev ala, aho ala paha dev ala, paha prabhu ala, avatar ala. Yaho yaho chala darshanala, yaho yaho chala darshanala, chala darshanala. The meaning is, oh my brothers and sisters, please listen. God has come. God himself has come. Avatar himself has come. Pandurang, that means the deity of Pandharpur himself has come. Let us all go and have his darshan.
When you saw in front of Baba, then what Baba said?
Baba said, I like this song very much. And he asked to sing it again. And then we sang before Baba the entire night. And it was November. And it was by the side of the river. And it was very cold. And Baba is sitting with all of us. It is only one photograph of Baba where Baba is sitting on the floor. All pictures Baba is sitting in the chair and we are sitting down. That picture Baba is sitting on the floor along with all of us. And Baba is covering his legs with blanket because of cold. And sir, at one time he even played the dholak.
At that time you were singing?
Yes, dholak. Okay. Yes. And he asked us to sing. And we sang and sang. We started at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock and we were singing till daybreak. And all our music books were exhausted.
Okay.
See? And next morning Baba left Pandharpur. He washed the leper and thereafter he left Pandharpur. And that was the previous night. And he was very happy. He embraced us all. There also. All the bhajan mandali. He said, I like Pune bhajan mandali very much because they love me more. And I also love them. Pune bhajan mandali is unique bhajan mandali in my entire. They are very dear to me. So many music, so many songs before Baba.
Yeah. When Baba left his body, how you came to know?
Oh, I was at Baroda. And I was a professor there. And I was knowing that Baba is not well. Before that I had come to Pune. And the mandali told me that Baba is very critical. And his leg has become like a log, wooden log. This is stone. And so we were worried, and then we got the news.
Then you went to Meherabad?
No, I could not go.
Okay, you were not there.
I could not go
7 days.
Because I was in the middle of the conference, international conference on petroleum.
Yeah.
And I was given one very big responsibility. So till that conference was over, I was stuck.
And Dr. Gadekar, what about your wife's contact with Baba? Then...
My wife came in Baba's contact after we got married.
Right.
But she accepted Baba.
Right. And she also, regularly she would come to darshan?
Yes, she came to Baba's darshan. She came for the East-West gathering.
Okay.
She came for this great darshan program. Our child was there, hardly 3 months. We came along with our child, 1 or 2 months old, darshan. and we attended that program, Great Darshan, and thereafter in Amartiti, and thereafter in Meherabad. So my wife and the children also, they accepted Baba. They go to Baba whenever they feel like.
We know that you have many more than these that you said today, and this is very short video. Unfortunately, we cannot continue more than this, and we don't want to make you tired. But to finish, to complete this video, which memory comes to your mind? You tell us, for the last memory, and again, if you give us permission, you come again to and we hear more.
Yeah, one.
Now we open the door and then we always
so
come.
many memories are there. But one memory is there of Pandharpur, where you see Baba had given me order, and that order we could not follow. And Baba scolded us very strongly. Baba was to come to Pandharpur from Meherabad by car, and Baba wrote that when I come to Pandharpur, Digambar and Vaman Padale, Vaman Padale who just passed away.
Yeah.
Vaman and myself very good friends.
Oh.
So Vaman and Digambar should be there at the gate of the village to receive Baba and take Baba and Baba's car to the site of the darshan program. And in that letter Baba had said that our car will come at 2 o'clock also. But we did not want to take any chance. So we went there at 11 o'clock itself, and we were waiting for Baba. And we waited and waited and waited for Baba. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, no Baba. 2:30, no Baba. 3:30, no Baba. Then Vaman is saying we are waiting here from 11 o'clock for Baba, and now it is almost 2:30, 3 o'clock. It is time for chai. We shall take chai. I said to Vaman, very good idea. I also want chai. But it is order of Baba that we have to receive Baba. So this post we cannot leave empty. So you go and take tea and you come here, and then I go and I take tea. Vaman said, very good idea. So Vaman goes and take tea and comes here. Then I go and take tea and come here and wait for Baba. No Baba. 3:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock. No Baba. Not come. We were standing, and it was the festival day in Pandharpur. Lakhs and lakhs of people had come for darshan of the local deity. And these hawkers, tea stalls and mithai stalls all were there. At 5 o'clock, Vaman is saying, I tell Vaman, I want tea. Because we took tea long time. So another cup. Very good idea, Vaman says. We shall go quickly and come back and drink tea and come back. So both of us went and took tea and came after in 1 minute. And then we were waiting for Baba. And then one hawker, he tells us that he calls us, come here, come. And he asks us that you two people, I see you from 11 o'clock in the morning standing here like bloody fools. Why are you standing here? We tell him that we come to receive Meherabad. He says, what? You come to receive Meherabad? Meherabad's car just went away. When did it go away? When you were taking tea. Oh God! When we heard that, we started running and sprint, Olympic sprint, 100-meter dash. And we ran and we went to the site of the darshan program. And Baba is already there. Baba is already on the dais. And people are already approaching Baba. And then we go there and stand in front of Baba. And Baba is not looking at us. Then Baba is asking Adi, who are these people? Who are these two boys? Baba, Digambar and Vaman, why are they standing here? Baba, you asked them to receive you and bring you here. Yes, I did ask them. Were they there when I came? Baba, they were there since 11 o'clock in the morning. They were standing there for you. You said 2 o'clock. I said 2 o'clock, it is in my works, my language. Even if they had to stand their entire life there for me, no problem. Why did they not stand? Where were they? They have gone for a cup of tea. For them, cup of tea is more than my order. I don't want to see their face. Ask them to get out. So much scolding. But Baba, they were waiting and they say, it's their mistake, Baba, we did. Please forgive them. You are telling that I should forgive them? Okay. Baba said, forgive.
Oh, didn't want
So he called Bol.
Okay.
Forgiven. This means forgiven.
Right.
And he called the person again embraced and he said, do not do such mistake again. Do not break my order again. This time I forgive. Next time do not do like this. And he pinched her ear like this.
Okay. Thank
Very
you so
fine.
much. With this video, we should say goodbye to you and
Oh,
Jay
thank you very
Meherabad.
much.
Thank you for accepting us.